This video is going to be a little bit lengthy, and I had to make sure I entered 2026 before making this video. And that is because 2025 traumatized me so much that I was careful about it. Now, let me explain what really happened to my brother in 2025. So in 2025, after leaving 2024, I had a beautiful plan like every other person would have. I plan to even expand my business, my content creation, get more hands, editors, get an office space to make it bigger, involve sports and entertainment and every other thing. So I was working very hard, saving money for it, not knowing that I was saving money for something else, not knowing that rain will fall the next, rain might fall anytime. So everything was going well. My plan was going very well. I said by November, execution. I had some money saved. Until 21st of October, when I received a call that almost destroyed everything about me. I received a call from one Inspector Sani that my brother just had an accident and he has been rushed to FMC, Abuja, Gariki. So I rushed to the FMC immediately because while rushing there, while driving to FMC, I received a call from my mom also that somebody called her that my brother had an accident. In fact, they sent the accident video to her. My mom forwarded that video to me. So while I was driving to the FMC, to the hospital, the video has already landed in my phone. I was watching it. I could hear my brother's cry in that video, just like, okay, I could hear my brother's cry. Shouting, mom, you. So like, I did not know how I drove to that hospital safely. I don't know how I drove there without crashing or having an accident, but somehow I got to that hospital. And getting there, I saw my brother on a stretcher. Blood everywhere on his leg, chest, everywhere, his head. And I saw other people, one other woman on the floor with legs and all that. I started asking, doctor, what do we do? How do we save this boy's life? What is the problem? The doctor said his leg fracture. We need to go and do scan. We need to do this, do this. I said, okay, they said they have to stitch the leg, put it together so that it doesn't, the leg doesn't die, because the leg was detached. The leg was detached from the, the leg broke anyway. So it was only flesh that was holding the leg. And I did everything possible that day. Thank God for visibility. Some doctors were able to recognize me as Justice Crack. They're like, oh, Justice Crack, what's happening? I said, my brother is here. We need blood. They said, okay, come on, donate now or get somebody. I could not donate because before then, 2 weeks before then, I was just sick for like a month. So I was not feeling well. So somebody was just recovering from sickness. My body was even shaking. I could not donate blood. And I don't even know who to call. My brain was blank at that point. So through the help of the doctors, we were able to get to the blood bank, and they got 2 pounds of blood and put on my brother that time while they were stitching the boy's leg, and he was just crying all through. So at that point, I did not care who caused the accident. All I was just trying to do is to save my brother's life. So that thing happened on 21st of October. 22nd, they took him for surgery. While they were doing the surgery lasted for almost 7 hours. The doctor came out and told me that, Justice, we can't save this boy's leg here. You have to apply for voluntary discharge and take this boy to Gariki Hospital or another hospital. I said, because that was, so when the doctor was telling me this was around 1 a.m., around 12 to 1 a.m. in the night on 22nd of October. I said, okay, what do I do? Immediately, I applied, cleared the bills, and we got an ambulance. I took my brother to Gariki Hospital. The next day, which is 23, they did another surgery in Gariki Hospital. Tried to save the leg again, where they implanted iron. While we're in Gariki, they did at least more than 5 surgery was carried out on that leg, because all I was concerned is that this boy's leg must not be amputated. This boy must not die. He must save the leg. So while we were doing all the operation, the leg was decaying. Infection has already entered, and it had started affecting his kidney. He was having seizure. Interval, he will have seizure and all that. The doctors complained that this leg is getting bad. They can't save the leg. The only way is to amputate the leg so that this guy can live. At that point, my whole life, everything started turning on my own. How do I tell my mother that his last boy that is with me is now disabled? Fine. Remember why all this was happening? I've not even asked for who caused the accident, the guy. So one day, 3 weeks later, while everything was good, I received a call from the same police station in Galadimawa that there's some people that want to see, or those guys that caused the accident and all that, they want to see. I should come to the station. I said, I can't come. I'm at the hospital. I'm looking for how I can save my brother's leg. My brother's leg is about to be amputated, and we're looking for every possible means to save his leg. I didn't go for that meeting. I did not go. So they now came to the hospital the next day. By that time, we were still contemplating not to carry out the amputation, to save it, no cut am. So eventually they came to the hospital, they saw my brother. By that time, there's iron. They did another surgery, avoided the amputation. They did another surgery where they implanted iron on his leg. And while all this was going on, this boy was in pain, crying every day. And the hospital bill was going like 250K every day. I was spending 250,000 naira every day. As of that time, I've spent more than 5 million naira. Remember, I saved money for my life business, things I want to just to, get my life together, expand my creation. I was not thinking or just taking the money, any money they say in the hospital bring. Every week we are depositing 1 million, spending. So far we bought like 15 pounds of blood. So the guy that caused the accident, which is Triumph, his people now came at the hospital one time. They saw my brother, say, oh, they are sorry for what happened. They just want to let us know that they did not run away, that I should give them an account number. Account number for what? They said they want to give me 500,000 naira. 500,000 naira for what? They say that if you want to show concern, they want to, that in fact, they've settled the other family. Now, I didn't tell you earlier, the other family, my brother was not the only person affected in the accident. There's a woman that had a 1 year and 6 month old child. The baby died. The woman broke 2 legs. She was also transferred to Gariki. She was also admitted in Gariki. So the woman was unconscious, and Trial's family went to collect her account number without her husband's notice and transferred 500,000 naira to her. It was through me and my lawyer that the husband got to know that Trial's family sent money to the woman. In fact, the day I went to see the woman lying down, I told her that they said they gave you money. She said, nobody. She was still unconscious. She has not regained herself. The pain is so much that they have to put them on some injection thing like that always make them knock out and all that. Meanwhile, so fast forward, my brother's leg was eventually amputated. That is when the emotional trauma started for my brother. I was broken. Many times, I will upload video on social media. People like, oh, Justice, your eyes is swollen. You don't sleep well. What is wrong with you? Those are the days I spent in the hospital. Those are the days my eyes, I cried out. The day my brother's leg was cut off, and they brought the leg and gave me sign line loan. I carried like leg. Do you know what it means? Your kid brother, this boy just 16 years old. He has not even written JAMB. And all the rest of his life is never going to work again. That was the whole trauma. And all this while, I did not tell my mother. All she knows that the boy had an accident, and I keep telling her that it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So, fast forward again, Trial's family called another meeting again. The police were doing their job. They called another meeting again that they want to see us to settle. I said, okay, fine. Me and my lawyer, we went for any restaurants like that together to have a meeting to say, okay, let me hear what they want to say again. Triumph did not, remember all this meeting, Triumph doesn't show. They keep telling us he's in the hospital. Meanwhile, he was not in the hospital, was living his normal life. While my brother and the other woman was hospitalized. Even after the other woman has lost a child, this guy was living his normal life. No thinking was given to us. So, we went for that meeting. That was the day he brought another one arrogant lawyer like that. This guy. And the guy looked into my face and said, in fact, you see that 500,000 naira, we will give for, we even say we wanted to make it 700,000. You are not going to see it again because I came to Abuja with flight and I'm going back with flight. And it's from that money we're going to spend. We're not going to do anything again in that money. We're not going to add or remove anything. In fact, that 500,000 is not even available anymore. And I want to let you guys know that if you want to do this case, anyway, you want to take it to where I have the commissioner's number, we have the connect, we have the money, we have the resources to fight this case. It's just an accident. That was when I got so furious. My lawyer got angry. He did not say anything. He said, let's leave. I look at the guy, I say, you have connection? I will say yes. Immediately, I sent Very Dark Man a message on the WhatsApp. I called Lokidu. I went to meet Lokidu. I said, Lokidu, see what is happening. Meanwhile, while all this was going on, I need you guys to help me appreciate Lokidu because Lokidu is one person that, even at the hospital, he was coming. Lokidu came to the hospital several times. He didn't just come empty-handed. Lokidu will call me in all time in the night. Justice, how far? How you dey? You don't job. Lokidu will send me money. I can't count out later. And Lokidu sent me money. Sometimes 200,000 and above. Lokidu was there for me. Although I didn't bring it to the public, I didn't say it out. Lokidu was there for me. People were watching my content like, guy, why they upload like regular before? But there was never a day I missed uploading video. No matter everything that was happening, there was never a day. Even if I slept in the hospital, as I'm getting home, I'll make sure I record, even if it's one video to upload. Lokidu was there all through supporting. So I called Very Dark Man that day. And VDM say, where are you? I said, I'm in Abuja. He said, come to the office. I went to the office and I explained everything. VDM put a call to this guy. Tried to reach him and all that. So I want to tell you guys something about Very Dark Man. Most of the cases you see he brings out are the ones where their head no correct, we no one solve offline. I can tell you that most cases that Very Dark Man solve, he solved them offline. Triumph case would have been solved offline if Triumph was reasonable. But the arrogance his lawyer displayed was actually from him because of the way he responded to Very Dark Man. And let me also tell you another thing. Why Very Dark Man was bringing the case online? Very Dark Man was financing. Hey, see, Very Dark Man, that first day, I told him that he read though. Very Dark Man sent me 500,000 naira without, not just send me 500k. And I can tell you the day he sent me that money, all my accounts, I don't have up to 50,000. Because the amputation has been done. That time I've spent more than 10 million. In fact, there was a time my money finished. As I'm talking to you now, I owe like almost 2 million naira debts. Because it was not just about the hospital bill. There was a lot of things they need in the hospital or buy. HMedis knew my face. HMedis knew my sister's face because we were going to hospital. Pharmacy everywhere. Hospital will say, oh, this one is not available. Go and buy it there. This one. Where every day, my kid sister was staying with him at the hospital. I could visit, go, and come back. But my sister, once I see my sister's call, I know that they want to buy something. Like I entered debt. I moved from having money I saved for my, business and everything to debt. So when Very Dark Man put up that video, that's when they now realize that, oh, they've messed up. But I will leave it there because from there, the matter is now with the police. They are doing their job. My lawyers are on top of it. Very Dark Man especially is on top of the matter because, in fact, let me tell you, self, my car got spoiled a few days ago. As of 29th of December, I could not even fix the car. And Christmas, I don't even know what to do to Christmas because I don't even have food stuff. Because that's all I was just doing. Thank God I'm alive. I said, my brother, in the midst of those things, I was sick. I could not think well. It affected my work. It affected everything about me because I was not thinking straight again. The day my brother was to be discharged at the hospital because of the festive period, we had 2.5 million naira balance to pay the hospital. I did not have it. It was through VDM video that somebody who knew me and the woman said I should keep her anonymous. The woman, she called me, said, Justice, I know you. What happened? Why didn't you tell me this? God bless you, ma. You said I should not mention your name. She went to the hospital and paid that 2,475,000. Meanwhile, I've called Very Dark One for Very Dark One was on transit. Very Dark One was traveling. That VDM say, Justice, don't worry. I'm traveling. When I get to where I'm going to, we'll find a way to pay that bill. VDM, God bless you. And I want you guys, please, you can go to his comment section, tell him that Justice say, you should come and thank him, because, it's when you've not get close to people, it is when you now say, oh, this people is this person is this person is that. Get close to people first. Know them before you can conclude who they are. So, VDM has done more. I'm telling you guys the money he even sent to me. I can't count. VDM has spent almost 2 to 3 million naira in this case. Both the one he gave me, the one he was using. VDM drove to the police station himself. VDM has gone. See, he has done more than even the Nigerian police has done for me. Although they are doing their work. They are doing their work. But VDM has tried for me. Lucky do, I really appreciate. And there's an anonymous person too who randomly sent me a DM and sent me 1 million naira. God bless you. You know yourself. You said I should not mention your name. But I just want to say, all this helped me to come out of what I went through in 2025. Currently, my brother is recovering. We visit the hospital every once a week, every Monday, to dress, because the amputation, I didn't even tell you guys that the amputation was done twice. The first one and the second one. The second one was after cutting it, the bone started growing out again. They had to go do it again. And this is the pain this boy had to go through. Now, it was through VDM video online that my mother got to hear my mom's emotional state, the whole family. This thing broke everybody down, especially me, that the whole responsibility was upon. And that made me realize that responsibility want to kill a responsible man. I questioned my whole existence as a first child, that in my next life, I don't want to be a first child. I don't want to be, in fact, I want to come as a tree, because being a responsible person is draining. I watch everything I saved here, my 2025. I did not buy any clothes for myself. I did not buy a car. I did not buy a phone. I did not buy a camera. I did not buy anything for myself. I deprived myself the pleasure of enjoyment to save for the year, only for it to just go. Not just go. I'm also in debt as I'm talking to you. So, I'm not an emotional person. I don't know how to cry. I don't know how to air out my feeling. This is the first time I'm bringing it public, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. VDM, I really appreciate. Okay, do I really appreciate? I know a lot of people, most of the question that people ask in the comment section is, what if the keke guy that carried my brother was at fault? He wasn't. The Triumph himself explained what happened. He said he was driving and a car in front of him, a blue bus, match brake. So avoiding to hit that blue bus, he left his lane, where he now hit my brothers in the keke. I know the keke people drive anyhow, but he was at fault and he was on high speed, judging from the point of impact and where his car eventually stopped, because it was the Sun City gate, Sun City fence that stopped the car. For BMW to have such kind of impact on the wall, it means that he was on a high speed. Anyway, this is where I'll stop it. Many more things are unfolding. The matter is still on, and I want to state it here. As of the time I was making this video, 1 naira has not been given to me, or to my family, or to my brother from Triumph's family. Not a kobo has been deposited for hospital or anything from them. So, my year started well. It might have ended on a bad note, but I'm grateful my brother's life was saved. And I'm saddened that a child of 1 year and 6 months' life was cut short. So it's a mixed feeling. My brother also lost his leg. So I will end this video here. And if I start talking, a lot will happen. This year, I'll work harder, and I'll be making more videos that I made last year, because gracefully one of my friends was able to give me a phone, so I will now be recording on the go, so I don't need to wait till I get to studio now to record. So the ones I will record in the studio, I will record. The ones I will record on the go, I'll record on the go. So you have more content from me from now henceforth. I promise not to edit this video, it's very long. So thank you guys for what you did. Thank you for always being there. I really appreciate. 2026, we go again. I will never give up, no matter what. And I'm not the type that projects emotion online. No matter what I'm going through, it is myself. I will not bring it online, unless if it's necessary to, like I did. Thanks to everyone. God bless you.